use a strap, and just to give you a couple of more tools in your tool belt. But my name is Meg, for those of you who do not know me. I teach Ignite on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I also practically live at the studio. So that's good too. Let's get started in child's pose, and then we'll get moving around. And then if you have free time tomorrow afternoon from 1:30 to 2, I'm teaching a mini meditation workshop here in the studio. So if you have questions about that or you're interested in that, let me know, and I can definitely add you onto the roster. So in your child's pose, spread out your fingertips super wide. Let your hips be heavy on your heels. And take a long breath in through your nose. Fill yourself all the way up. Big exhale out through your mouth. 2 more like that. A full breath in. Full breath out. 1 more. Fill up all the way. Exhale all the way. And start to build your Ujjayi breath. A long inhale with a pause at the top, and a long exhale with a pause at the bottom. Just super intentional right from the start. And take downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back and move your body around any way you feel called to move it. Spread out your fingers wide. Yeah, get yourself situated. And then walk your feet up to your hands, hang in ragdoll. So you can do whatever you'd like with your hands and your arms, and then pull the pit of your belly way in and up, high enough that you can feel a stretch across the middle and lower parts of your back instead of the backs of your legs. Then press into your feet, rise all the way up to standing. Reach through your fingertips. Bring your thumbs to heart center. Set your intention for your practice. Pick one specific thing that you want to focus on. We'll send those intentions out with 3 big ohms. Deep breath in. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, long flat back. High push up and pause. Right knee to right elbow, tap it. Good. Left knee to left elbow, tap it. Low push up or lower all the way to the mat. Upward facing dog, lift your chest. Downward facing dog, press back. Take a deep breath in together. Push the air out. Good. 2 more. In. Exhale. Last one. Push all the air back out. Look forward and move, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold down. Extended mountain. Rise up on your inhale. All the way up to the fingertips. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High push up. Press your fingertips into the mat. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. No problem, Isaiah. Downward facing dog. Full breath in together. Exhale it out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breath out. Last one. Exhale completely. Look forward and move. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold down. Rise to stand. Extended mountain. Look up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High push up. Press those fingertips down. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in together. Push the air back out. Good. 2 more. In. Exhale. Last one. Empty it out. Step or jump to the head of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold down. Extended mountain. Rise up. Lift through your chest. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High plank. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Purposeful exhale. Good. 2 more. Fill. Push the air back out. Last one. Exhale completely. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose and stay. Sit way back into your hips. Far enough back that you can lift and spread your toes off of the floor. Yes. Take one more breath in here. Twist right on your exhale. Inhale, open your arms. Stay in, breathe out. Good. Chair pose, breathe in. Twist left on your exhale. Inhale to open. Stay and breathe out. Back up to chair. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High plank. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Step your right foot between your hands. Reach up on your inhale. Stretch. Chaturanga. Low push up on your exhale. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left side, warrior one. Step through, lunge deep, lift up tall. Good. Chaturanga. Big breath. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let it out. 3 breaths together. In. Exhale. 2 more. Breath in. Big emptying exhale. Good. Last one. Empty completely. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose. 1 breath this time. Breathe in. Twist right on your exhale. Inhale, open your arms. Stay and breathe out. Chair pose. Twist left. Inhale, open. Stay and twist. Chair pose. Fold. Halfway lift. High plank. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right side. Lunge deep into that front leg. Look up. Chaturanga. Hands to the mat. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side. Warrior one. You've got 1 breath to reach all the way up to the ceiling. Low push up. Hands back to the floor. Upward facing. Downward facing. Breathe in together. Big exhale. 2 more. In. Empty. Last one. Exhale completely. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Bow down. Chair pose. Deepen your hips. Twist right. Inhale, open. Stay and breathe out. Chair pose. Stretch. Twist left. Inhale to open. Stay and twist. Chair pose. Fold. Halfway lift. High plank. Pit of the belly. In and up. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Take a deeper lunge. Front knee right on top of your ankle. Chaturanga. Hands to the mat. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left side. Step through. Press your feet way into the floor. Chaturanga. Big breath in, up dog. Let it out and down dog. Breathe in together. Exhale. There it is. 2 more. In. Empty. Last one. Empty to the pit of your belly. Move forward. Halfway lift. Fold down. Last sun beach. Chair pose. Twist right. Inhale, open. Stay and breathe out. Back to chair. Breath sounds awesome. Twist left. Breathe in and open. Stay and twist. Chair pose. Fold. Halfway lift. High push up. Knee tap on the right and on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right side. Lunge through. Press your feet into the mat. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left side. Warrior one. Step. Plug your big toe mounds down. Low push up. Doing the work. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Oh. Welcome to Ignite. If you haven't been here before, we like to get real sweaty right out of the gate. Send your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and open your hip. You can stay right here in 3-legged or flip your dog. Go all the way over. So whichever variation you choose, the feet that are touching the floor, the hands that are touching the floor, press down on purpose. Lift and open up your chest. Nice, Megan. Lots of space between your collarbones. Good. Flip back over, side plank. Plant your right hand down, send your left hand up to the sky. Set your gaze on one point. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Yes. Now knit your front ribs into center. One more breath together. High to low push-up, hands to the floor. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Send your left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and open your hip. Stay or flip dog, go all the way over. Feet connected, fingertips connected, full open space across the chest. If you're in three-legged, really press your chest back towards your thigh. Good. Flip back over, side plank. Then you create it. Left hand down, right hand straight up. Start to wrap everything back into center line. Skin to muscle to bone on both of your legs and both of your arms. Beautiful. Last inhale. Reach. Low push up. You got it. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take one breath in together. A full exhale out. Right side crescent lunge. Step your right foot between your hands. Right foot between your hands. You're up on the ball of your back foot this time, so take enough space between your feet that you can really get that back heel straight up to the ceiling. Good. Hands up to the ceiling. And if it feels a little wobbly, take a longer stance and come deeper into your lunge. Yeah, there you go, Christine. Good. Keep your feet exactly where they are. Hands stay up. We're going to do some knee dips with the back legs. So you have the option to tap the floor or just lower towards the floor. Go for 5, 4. Keep breathing. 3. Good. 2, 1. Stretch up tall. Hands to heart center. Lean forward and twist right. So elbow outside your knee. You can keep your palms together or open up your arms. That's up to you. Stay powerful in the back leg. Press it right up toward the ceiling. Yes. Stay here for one more inhale. Whole exhale. Twist, twist, twist. Warrior 2. Unwind and face the opposite way. Oh, yeah. That first unwind into Warrior 2, it feels like, oh, now I can take a break for a second here. Deep lunge on your front leg. Yeah, and front foot straight ahead at 12 o'clock. So your knees tracking right over your middle toe. Extended side angle. Elbow to your front thigh or fingertips down by your front arch. It's a great place for a block as well. If you want to have your hand on a block because it's not quite to the floor yet. Good. Take a half bind. Top arm around your back. Peel that top shoulder on the back side of your body. Nice stuff. One more breath together. High to low push up. Big breath. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot between your hands. Crescent lunge. Lots of space. So you're on the ball end of that back foot and the heel goes straight up to the ceiling. Yes. Then hands up to the ceiling. Come lower into your lunge. When you bring the center of your gravity closer to the floor, it makes it easier to keep the balance. All right. Knee dips with the back knee. Go for 5, 4, 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Stretch up tall. Hands to heart. Lean forward and twist left. Stick with it. Elbow outside the knee. Palms together. Arms apart. You pick. Plug that front big toe mound straight into the mat. The center of your front heel straight into the mat. Nice adjustments. One more breath. Stay for the exhale. Twist. Warrior 2. Unwind. Good stuff. Yeah, when you get a good enough twist on that exhale, it kind of springs you up and over into Warrior 2. Deep lunge in your front leg. Front foot straight ahead. Yeah, a couple of you can take a longer stance so that your knee is on top of the ankle instead of in front. There you go. Extended side angle. Elbow to thigh or fingertips down by the arch. How's your breathing? Yeah, step back into that half bind, top arm around your back. So nothing changes about the space in your chest. Still super broad. A few of you took the full bind on the other side, so you can take that here if you'd like. That's the bottom arm in front of your thigh and underneath to meet the fingertips. Good. One more breath here. High to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Seems like a good place for a sigh. Breathe in together. Yeah, you can make some noise too. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Last one. Step or jump, feet to hands. Half lift. Hold down. Chair pose and stay. Sit way down in your hips. Yeah, even your knees. See if you can slide them back so they're almost over your ankles. Good. Hands to heart center, twist right. Open your arms. Bottom arm can go between your knees or on the outside of your knee. You choose. Hips lower than your heart. That's what you need to do to get that space across your chest. Stay here for 5, 4. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Chair pose. Fold. First 2 fingers around your big toes. So you bend your knees as much as you need to get that grip. Or you can even take your feet mat width distance apart and give yourself more space that way. Let your head drop down to the mat. Take your gaze to the back edge of the mat. Yeah, let it hang. All right, we're going to do a little bit of outer hip work. Grab a hold of your strap and your block. You're going to put your strap around the ball mound of your right foot. And you want the strap to be nice and taut. So when you've got your block in the upper left corner of your mat, you can lift your legs straight out to the side. So some of you might be able to do this by grabbing your big toe instead of using the strap, but I like using the strap because it gives you a little more space to lift it out. Nice, Steph. Yeah, so strap around the end of the foot, block in the upper left corner of your mat, lean into the block and your left foot and lift the right leg out to the side. Good, yes, right out to the side. See if you can resist the urge to lean all the way to the left. Stay right in center. Nice. One more breath together here. Lift the leg, foot back on the ground. Shake out the hips side to side. I know, switch legs. Block in the upper left corner of your mat. Strap around the ball mound of your left foot. Lean into the block, lift the leg out to the side. It's a long, straight leg. Yes, there you go. Flex the ankle on your lifted leg. Nice, Isaiah. Lots of space. Good. One more breath. Lift both feet to the mat. Rock it out. Shake out your hips a little bit. Heel toe the feet back together. Squat down for chair pose. Way down into the chair. I know. Now there's like a lot of information going on the outside of the hips. Sit down nice and deep. Toes light and lifted. Hands to heart center, twist left. You got it. Open the arms and kickstart the breath. Big and powerful breathing that lights up the space and not only works your own practice, but everyone else's. 3, 2, 1. Chair pose. Fold. Gorilla this time. Step on your palms, toes all the way up to your wrists. Yeah, so you can bend your knees a little or a lot. Toes up to your wrists. Let your head hang heavy. And the breathing got quiet, so come back to that. Steady breath. Purposeful breath. Release your hands. You can do another round of the strap on your foot out to the side or take crow pose from the head of your mat. Your choice. So for crow, spread your fingers out nice and wide at the head of your mat and tuck your knees way up into your armpits. If you're taking the strap around your foot, go right ahead, around the right foot to start and take it out to the side. Nice. And those of you working crow, use the muscles on the outsides of your hips that you just worked in the strap, squeeze them into center. Nice, Steph. Good. One more breath, crows. Step or jump back, chaturanga. Crows, you've got one more opportunity for crow. Yeah, okay, we're just going to do one side of the leg. That's good too. If you guys want to even out with the strap, you can do it on both sides if you didn't get a chance to. And then we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. So take a full breath in together here. Big exhale out. 2 more. Breathe in, breath out. Last one. Exhale completely. Step or jump to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, fold down, rise up to standing. Eagle pose, right side, right arm under, right leg over. Pick a spot right in front of you that's not moving to help keep your balance. Eyes locked on one point. Yeah, that lifted leg can be out in space. It can be wrapped around the back of the calf or even down on the floor for more support. So you adjust the pose how you need to. Left side eagle, left arm under, left leg over. Wrap, squat down, eyes on one point. Sometimes it helps to sit deeper in the hips so that you can wrap your legs a little tighter. Right side eagle, second set. Right arm under, right leg over. On purpose breathing. Every single pose. Keep your arms bound. Take airplane with your legs. Press your right foot straight back behind you. Keep your arms bound. See if you can reach them a little bit further forward. Yes. Full airplane. Reach your arms straight back. Beautiful. Yeah, and if you can make an adjustment or tap your foot down to catch the balance and come back to the pose, do that. Then half moon. Open up. Left hand to the floor of the block. Right arm straight up to the ceiling. Block is a very helpful tool in your half moon. It brings the floor up to your hand, so it gives you the opportunity to fully expand out into your feet and out into your hands. One more breath here. Reach both feet to the mat. Eagle pose, left side. Left arm under, left leg over. The breath gets away from you. Okay, cool. You catch that. Come right back to the breathing. Arms stay bound, airplane with your legs. Send your left leg straight back. Arms are bound. Squeeze them in tight. See if you can move them further forward. Nice. Then full airplane. Reach them straight back. Pick up the pit of your belly. Pull it in and up to help keep the balance here. Then half moon. Right hand on your gaze down to the floor. Left hand up to the sky. Super helpful to keep the gaze on the floor to start and then take the whole pose. And if you want to shift your gaze, you can, but at least then you're just doing one thing at a time. One more big breath. Reach both feet to the mat. We're all going to take dancer's pose today, so grab a hold of your strap. Strap around the front of your right ankle so it comes up behind you and you can have one tail of the strap in each hand. So depending on how flexible your shoulders are, you might need a little or a lot of space. Like you're putting on a backpack. Straps go behind you, elbows up to the ceiling. So you might be holding it here and you're like, I can take a bigger back bend than that. You can come back out of it, wrap around your hands, and then bring the elbows back up. So find the right length of strap. Look forward in front of you. Start to tip forward. Now add your breath because everyone's overthinking the thing. Yeah, steady, rhythmic breath. Good. Can you press your hands higher up to the ceiling? Yeah. Come on out. Both feet on the floor. We're going to switch sides. So strap is in front of your left ankle. You can just step through with your right foot like it's a jump rope. Here we are. Just like a backpack, you're pulling on the straps and putting your elbows up toward the ceiling. There you go, Sarah. Get settled. You just stand right here until you've got the balance down on your standing foot. Then start to tip forward. Press your hands up toward the ceiling best you can. You're working space into your shoulders. Good. One more breath. Press. Release. Come out. Both feet on the floor. You can wiggle your shoulders around if you need to. We're going to do it one more time on both sides. So you can decide if you're like, I can get a little bit higher. I'm going to take less strap, or whoa, my shoulders are tight. I'm going to take more. Adjust your strap around the front ankle. Take your pose, dancer. Put on the backpack straps, elbows straight up to the ceiling. Go for it. It helps to flex your right ankle so you're pressing that right foot up to the sky. There you go, Steph. Good, you got it. One more breath. Press the hands up. Switch sides. Last one. Foot around your left ankle. Get how much strap you need. Up and over. Elbows straight up to the ceiling. Hands up to the ceiling. Good. You got it. Now add the breath. Let it get a little soft with the breath. Good. Big inhale. Press. Lower the foot. Woo. Strap off to the side. Tree pose. Right side. You can have your foot anywhere above or below your knee. Hands start at heart center. Anywhere above or below is a good place for the knee. And then eyes straight ahead, right on one point. Send your hands anywhere they want to go. Any arm variation, no wrong answers. Steady breathing. Make your breath powerful enough that it spills off your mat and into the space, so everyone in the space is also interacting with your breath. Yeah, like that. One more inhale. Switch sides. Left side tree. Hands start at heart center, and then when you want to send them somewhere else, go for it. Steady breathing. Intentional breathing. Big inhale. Both feet to the floor. Come up to the head of your mat if you're not there already. Extended mountain. Reach your hands up to the ceiling. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High push up and pause. Right knee to right elbow. Left knee to left elbow. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side triangle. Step your right foot between your hands. Make it a big step so you're taking up your whole mat in your triangle. You can have your block on the outside of your shin or your right hand down on your shin. Left hand up to the sky. Take up some space. Add more breath. Yeah, make it intentional. And if you need to exhale through your mouth or sigh at any point, just do that. Clear that out and then back to the rhythmic breathing. Nice. Now plug your front big toe mound into the floor. Use that. Press into both feet. Rise all the way up to standing. Side facing wide leg fold. Turn both feet to face the long edge of your mat. Hinge forward, right from your hips. Let's do some ninja lunges on this side. Bend your right knee, sink into your right hip. Over into the left knee, into your left hip. Then you set the pace. If you want to go a little quicker, a little more slowly, you choose. Then you can decide hands on the floor, hands up and away from the mat. What's going to feel best? So we gave your shoulders some juice in that dancer's pose. We'll give your hips some juice in this one. You've got another breath or two to get complete. Get yourself evened out. And then you'll come back to center. Press into your feet. Rise all the way up to standing. Namaste, front facing forward fold. Turn both feet to face the front edge of the mat and take a bind behind your back, either hand to elbow or reverse namaste. Choose your bind. Hinge forward. Dial in the breath here. So you've warmed up your shoulder muscles quite a bit, your upper back muscles quite a bit. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back here. Yes, let it spread the front of your chest nice and broad. Good. Soften your toes. Let them be soft. Twisting triangle. Left hand to the floor or block. Right arm straight out to the side and up toward the ceiling. Beautiful. Yeah, let the twist be in your torso and keep your hips nice and square. So it's from the lowest belly all the way up to the crown that you're wringing out to the long edge of your mat. Take one more breath here. Stay for the whole exhale. Twist, twist, twist. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take one breath in together. A big exhale out. Left side triangle, left foot between your hands. The bigger of a step you take in triangle, the easier it is to pull your thigh bones up into your body. Take your pose. Left hand down, right arm straight up. So it's really a pose where you create a balance between squeezing in toward the center of your body and reaching and pressing out through your hands and your feet. Add more breath. Press the front big toe mound into the mat as if that's the only point you're going to use to draw yourself up to standing. Press down and rise up. Side facing wide leg fold. Turn both feet to face the long edge. Take a bind behind your back. You can clasp hand to hand or you can take the strap behind your back. If you always clasp your hands, I recommend trying the strap just so that you've got a different option. Hinge forward. Let your hands spill overhead. So you can have as much or as little strap between your hands as you want. I like to start with a little less than I think I need so that I can let out more strap as I fold forward. A little easier than trying to choke up on the strap and make it shorter while you're folded. All right, now soften both of your knees. Yes, let the knees be soft so you can tip your tailbone up to the ceiling. Good. All right, soft knees, tailbone up to the ceiling. Now pull your arms over to the right. Arms over to the right. So it'll stretch the front of your shoulder. Oh, yeah. Over to the other side. Good. It's kind of like shoulder flossing. Come back to center. Rise all the way up to standing. Namaste front facing. Facing the front edge of your mat. You can put your strap to the side. Take your bind behind your back. Hand to elbow or reverse namaste. Hinge forward. So you're in a little baby warrior one stance here, wide enough apart with your feet that you can square your hips to the front edge of your mat. Good. Add more breath. Steady and rhythmic. With the intention to have someone else in the room hear your breathing so their breathing can sync up with your breathing. Beautiful. Just like that. Twisting triangle. Left hand down, right arm out and up. You know what I mean? Other right, other left. Yeah. Okay. There we go. We're twisting towards the left edge of your mat. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Good. One more breath here. Stay for the exhale. Twist. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. I think it's a good place for another side. Deep breath in together. Yeah, two more. Breathe in. Last one. Roll out to a high plank. So you've got two options in this plank. You can maintain the plank, hold the plank, or take mountain climbers. You'll do knees into your nose. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way to the mat. Locust pose or Superman is next. If you're taking locust, hands are back by your hips. Superman, reach both arms out in front. Rise up and away from the floor. Lift your shoulders, lift your chest, lift your toes if that feels okay for your low back. Pull the pit of your belly in and up to keep your low back nice and broad. Good. One more breath. Lower down. Rock your hips out left and right. Number 2, you can stick with the same pose or choose the other one. Locust, Superman, rise up. Stretch yourself out super long from the crown of your head to your toes. Good adjustments. One more breath. Stretch. Lower down. Hips left and right. Floor bone number 1 of 2. So you can bend your knees and grab both ankles, or you can grab one ankle at a time. Grab the ankles, rise up and away from the mat. Press your chin straight back behind you. Your chest straight forward, past the front edge of your mat. One more breath. Lower down. Take it side to side. Floor bone number 2. You can grab both ankles again or switch legs. Rise up. Go for it. Long stretch. Use the powerful leg muscles you've got to press your shins to the back of the room. One more inhale. Lower down. Take it side to side. Upward facing dog. Plant your palms by your lowest ribs. Rise up. Rise up. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands. Step or jump through to sit. Make your way onto your back for bridge pose. Bend your knees, flat feet on the floor, press down, rise up. So you've got a couple options with your hands in your bridge. You can clasp them underneath you. You can take cactus arms and press your shoulders down into the floor that way, whichever gives you better access to shoulders way into the floor. Yeah, you could use your strap between your hands. Good idea, Steph. Take a big breath in, lift up, lower down, knees left and right. Bridge number 2, press down and rise up. You want your heels just close enough to your butt that you can almost touch them with your fingertips. Yeah, there you go. Now press up. Up and away from the floor. Different pose now with the feet in a different spot. Bring your right knee into your chest. Press your right foot up to the sky. Hold it right here or pulse your hips up to the ceiling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Left leg up to the sky. Hold it up or pulse the hips up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Knees side to side. I know that one sneaks up on you. All right, you can stick with your bridge pose or move on to wheel. Wheel number 1, tuck your fingertips under your shoulders, press down, rise up and away from the mat. Toes straight ahead, right on 12 o'clock. Tuck your chin, make your way down. Full breath in together. Full breath out. Number 2, wheel pose. Bridge or wheel, press, lift, go. Yeah, no hesitation. You're just taking the pose that you're going to take and then come on down. Full breath in. Full breath out. Number 3, press, lift, go. You're at the halfway point already. Bridge or wheel, go. Eyes glued right on one spot. Tuck your chin, come down. Breathe in. Breath out. Number 4, press and go. Bridge or wheel. Yeah, you can alternate the poses or keep taking the same one. Then make your way down. Breathe in together. Breath out together. Only 2 more. Bridge or wheel, rise up. Number 5. Number 5, don't miss it. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Come on down. Breath in. Breath out. Last one. Last bridge, last wheel. Go up. Go up. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Press the soles of your feet to touch and let your knees open wide. Yeah, hands can land wherever they want to land. Whatever's coming up for you, let it come up. Like it could be a sigh. It could be a big exhale. Could be I'm so glad we're done with the back bends. Happy baby or dead bug. Soles of the feet up to the sky. You can grab the edges of your feet or the backs of your thighs to pull your legs down towards the floor. Then legs straight up to the sky. Set yourself up for scissor legs. Hands either behind your head or underneath your hips. Yeah, underneath the hips for more support. Lower your right leg halfway to the floor. Take a full breath in. Exhale, switch your legs. Stay right here. Breathe in. Exhale, switch. Stay and breathe in. Exhale, switch. Keep going with the breath. Really purposeful. Making the exhale when you switch your legs. Keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight up. Hands can stay under your hips. You can move them there if they're not there already. Lower both legs 30 degrees to the floor. Good. Lower 60. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lower to hover just above the mat. Press and look at your toes. Legs back up in the air. Reset. Belly down, shoulders down. Lower both legs 30. Lower them 60. Lower to hover. Flutter kick the feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight up. One more time. Lower 30. Lower 60. Lower to hover. Pendulum. Swing the legs left and right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight up. Knees into your chest. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Rock forward and back 3 times. Make your way up into boat pose. Boat pose with a block or your hands right at heart center. Like a capital letter V, chest nice and lifted. Yep, and you can have your feet on the floor to stabilize the pose too. You're going to row the boat side to side. Go for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Keep breathing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. The best faces come after boat pose. It's my favorite. Okay, downward facing dog. To right side half pigeon. Right knee to right wrist. Thigh parallel with the edge of your mat, and then you decide how far forward you bring your shin. Yeah, you can take the pose on your back. Absolutely. Same thing, just upside down. Then create a space for your head to rest, whether that's on a block or on stacked fists. Maybe it's on the floor. I'm a big fan of the block in this pose because it keeps my neck along with my spine. Yeah, how's your breathing here? Let it be an intentional choice where the inhales now start to get longer, the exhales start to get longer. Then as soon as you notice that the rhythm of the breath has dropped away a little bit, just come right back to it. The breath part's not the hard part. It's the not beating yourself up part when you forget about the breath. That's the hard part. Skip over that and just come back to breath. Last couple of breaths here for half pigeon. You can stay right where you are or take king pigeon by rising up, bending your back knee and grabbing a hold of your back ankle. You can use either hand to reach back for your foot or your ankle. Yeah, juicy quad stretch. Downward facing dog. Shake it out. Left side half pigeon. Left knee to left wrist. Set it up. A place for your head to rest. On purpose breathing. That's really the key. It doesn't matter so much what the shape of the pose looks like on the outside. It's more about, can I keep my breath going from the start of the class all the way to the end? In my own practice, when I took that piece out, I need to, like, what if somebody's looking at me and somebody's watching me do the wrong thing or the bad thing or whatever label you're going to put on it, and then just focused on my breath. It's like, oh, now it's a little bit easier. There's less to worry about. Steady rhythmic breath. Stay where you are. Take king pigeon. A lot of the time, one side's easier to grab the foot than the other. So I know for me, one side I can grab my heel really easily, and the other side I'm like, I don't even know where my foot is. Yeah, you just do the best you can. Downward facing dog. Make your way through to sit. Seated single leg extension is next. Grab a hold of your strap. You're going to have your strap right around the end of your right foot. And then the tails of the strap long enough that you can sit up nice and tall and have a bend in your elbows to help lift your chest. Bend in your elbows. So you decide how much strap you need or don't need. Maybe it's a little this way, a little that way. Sit up nice and tall. I want you to stay tall with a nice straight spine. And as you fold forward, keep the straight spine. So you're only folding as far forward as you can go without rounding your spine down to the mat. So maybe that you're almost completely upright, and that's fine. Just work your chest towards your extended foot. Good. You might choke up on the strap a little bit. Take a little less because you can fold a little deeper. Shoulder blades together on your back. I know, it's kind of frustrating, and the ego's like, no, just round your spine, fold a little forward, stay right here. Take one more big breath in, exhale and meld forward. Just let your whole body round, let your spine round, let your forehead come to your knee. Switch sides, rise up, strap around the end of your left foot, right heel in. Tall spine to start, bent elbows so your shoulder blades can squeeze in on your back. This is way less about how far forward you go, more about keeping the spine straight because it'll strengthen the muscles along your spine. Tall spine, maybe you go a little bit further, and you can bend your knee a little bit to create some softness here as well. Long, flat back. Keep breathing. For a lot of people, it's the middle of your back that starts to light up when you do this because those are the sleepy back muscles. They don't get used that often. Big breath in. Exhale, round forward. Head hang. Stretch out the back of your neck. Rise back up. Both legs straight out in front, seated forward fold. Same thing, strap around the end of your feet. So you want to flex your ankles and let the pinky toe side of your feet come back to your face instead of letting them kind of scoop in towards one another. There you go. Yeah, active feet. Same thing, bent elbows, chest nice and tall. Start to hinge forward, right at the hips. That's the only place that's bending, the hip crease. Add more breath. Good job, everybody. Good work. Keep those elbows pointed straight back. You might take a little less strap. Maybe you can fold a little deeper. Big inhale. Exhale, round. Let your back stretch and the neck stretch. Rise back up. Tabletop or reverse plank. Let the strap go. Plant your palms behind your hips so your fingertips are facing the front edge of your mat. Tabletop, so you've got flat feet with bent knees. Planks, legs are long out in front of you. You choose the one you want to do. Everybody squeeze your inner thighs together. Good. Lift your hips and your chest up toward the ceiling. One more inhale. Lift. Lower the hips. Fish pose is next. You can stick a block between your shoulder blades. So it'll be bottom of the block at the bottom of your rib cage, top of the block between your shoulder blades. Or you can tuck your hands underneath you and lean back onto your elbows that way. You choose the variation that feels like the best fit. Yeah, and if the block feels a little wonky, just get up, readjust the block. No rush. Eyes stay open. See what you see. Step into your breathing here. Big and full. Now a little different because your lungs are up to the ceiling. I'm going to put this block under your head, Isaiah. Yeah, much better. Eyes stay open right on one spot. Collarbones wide open. Take one more breath together here. Big exhale out. Roll off the side of the block. Come down onto your back. Last chance to get upside down. So you can take any inversion that you want. If you're working on headstand and handstand, great, go right ahead. Waterfall, legs up in the air, back on the floor like a capital letter L. If you'd like to take shoulder stand, you'll go from waterfall to plow, legs back behind your head so that you can plant your palms on your low back and get your legs in the air. Yeah, stay in the plow and get the hands on the low back first, and then send your legs up to the sky one at a time so you have time to create the base of the pose. Nice. And then once you're in the shoulder stand, legs straight up, gaze straight up at your feet so you're not turning your head side to side. Nice. Active feet, active toes, no matter which pose you're choosing. Headstands and handstands, a couple more breaths, and then child's pose. Shoulder stands, you can make your way to plow. Long legs behind you. If you're in waterfall and want to take plow, you can take that as well. Long legs, let them stretch out. Plow to deaf yogi. Bend your knees, hung them around the sides of your head. You can have your hands on your back to support it, or have your hands back by your feet. Slowly lower your back to the mat, piece by piece, bone by bone. Yeah. And hug your knees into your chest when you get there. Give them a squeeze. Grab a hold of your strap one last time. You're going to loop it around the bottom of your right foot and send your right leg straight up to the sky. Left leg long on the mat. Yeah, if left leg long on the mat is too much of an intense feeling, you can bend your right knee and put your bend your left knee rather and put your left foot on the mat. Good. Shoulders straight back down into the floor, just like we were doing when we sat up in seated single leg extension. Yes. Keep the strap taut. Let your leg drop out to the right, just far enough that you can still keep both hips on the floor. So as soon as the left hip starts to lift, you want to keep that on the floor. Back to center. Switch legs, strap, or you can just press your left foot up to the strap and let the right one come down to the mat. Straight up. Shoulders straight back. You got it. Flex the ankle. Drop it out to the left. Just as far as it can go, and the hips both stay on the floor. So it might be a little more, a little less on this side. That's fine. Just feel for the sweet spot. Leg back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Put that strap off to the side. Get rid of the strap. Supine twist. Drop your knees to the right. Twist and look left. Let your shoulders melt down into the floor. Supine twist, opposite way. Heavy bones, heavy shoulders down into the floor. Supta Baddha Konasana one last time. Press the soles of your feet together and let your knees open wide. Shavasana. Let your legs go long on the mat, arms long by your side. You've got a cold eye towel by the upper corner of your mat. You can put that wherever you'd like. Take up some space here. And take a long, slow breath in. Fill yourself up and up and up. Exhale it out. Let your entire body rest easy on your mat. Deepen your breath. Bring some movement back into your hands and your feet. And plant your feet on the mat and rock onto your right side. And with your eyes still closed, press down and rise up. Take a comfortable seat. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. We'll finish up practice together with 3 final ohms. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Thumb knuckles to forehead center. Thank you all so much taking time out of your day to get on your mat and get up to something sweaty with me. Namaste. Good work, everybody. Okay, a couple of things. Eye towels, sweat towels, and straps can all go in the laundry basket just outside the studio door. If you borrowed a block, just leave it on the floor up here so I know which ones need to be sprayed down. Have an awesome rest of your Tuesday, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow either for the 4 p.m. class or the 1:30 meditation workshop. We'll see you soon.